Hello, everyone, and welcome to Bourbon Bites. Sorry if you just heard that ad right now. That was my own ad that I meant to disable. But most of you are probably watching the ad right now. It's okay. It's okay. I'll give you a second. But welcome to Bourbon Bites, whiskey reviews with a gaming twist. I'm Clifton, and this is a stream that I've been so excited for. I've actually been trying to plan this one for a couple months now. Finally got my hands on everything needed to do a full Redbreast lineup. So yeah, you guys are getting the ad. Like normally, I've said that I'm disabling the ad for people that are watching it live. Forgot to do that this week. My bad. But I appreciate you that stuck through the ad. Maybe you're skipping it. Whatever you do, that's awesome. However you choose to support the channel. But welcome to another Thursday night live stream. Like I said, I've been planning this one here for a while. I've talked about Redbreast a lot on this channel. But this is the first time I've done the entire lineup. Now, we're not talking about the super LE stuff, but we are doing 12 year. We're doing 12 year cask strength. We're doing 15, 21, and 27 year, as well as the Lustau edition and maybe a special bottle at the end if we have some time. So, with that, welcome to Bourbon Bites. Like I said, want to give a shout out to our mods who are here in the chat today. I see Donnie, the Linux Cat. I see Brandon. Awesome supporters of the show. So good to see you guys here tonight. I also want to give a shout out to my patrons. I know there's quite a few of you in the chat. We got Fred here. We got Sugar Kitty. We got Run Rev. I probably shouldn't give out shout outs to patrons because I might miss someone. I'm just scrolling through the chat real quick. But so good to see you guys here. If you want to support the show, like I said, we have a Patreon, patreon.com/bourbonbites. That's where we do our after party hangout for everyone $10 and up, which will happen immediately after this stream. We do that over on our Whiskey and Gaming Lounge on Discord, which is an awesome server full of awesome people. So even if you're not a patron, you are welcome to join the Whiskey and Gaming Lounge. It's just, you can go to bourbonbites.com and it will take you there. That's also down in the description below. We also, what was I going to say? I was like, there's so many things that announce. Also, you may notice I am wearing my new merch here, one of my new designs that I designed for the holiday season. If you're interested in getting that, you can go to bourbonbites.threadless.com. But also, little special thing tonight, I'm going to actually give away one of these shirts. Now, not the one I'm wearing, because that would be a little weird. But we are doing a giveaway of some merch tonight, switching up a little bit instead of samples. So it will work the same way my giveaways normally work. Any super chats that come in, if you give a $1 super chat to support the channel, that is one entry into the giveaway. If you give 5, that's 5 entries. However much you are, interested in giving, it really does help out the channel a lot. That in addition to Patreon. Like I said, Patreon's as low as $2 a month, but if you want to win some merch, you can send some super chats tonight. So that was actually an idea from Brandon. Brandon was actually the one that suggested that to me this morning. He's like, hey, you should give away some merch. I'm like, that is a wonderful idea, Brandon. He said my bottles look neat and tidy. I did get rid of some of the ones I bought. So I have like a weird thing. Like if I buy a bottle, even if I don't like it, I don't like throwing it away. But I broke that barrier this morning. I threw away at least like 8 or 9 bottles. Very glad I did. But so what was that? What? Oh, just making sure. I was like, yeah, switch out of focus. Yeah, I do have autofocus on, so if it's doing something weird, I am rocking a lot. I'm talking a lot. So before I get into the Redbreast, I did make myself one of my favorite things to do with Irish whiskey if I'm not sipping it neat, and that's of course a Jameson and ginger ale. I love Irish whiskey and ginger ale. I think it's just a really great combination. I always keep a bottle on hand for mixing. So I thought to set the mood, to set the tone, I'm going to start with this one. Do you want to ask though, what are you guys drinking tonight? What do you have in your glass? Do you have some Irish? Do you have some Redbreast maybe? Or are you sticking to the bourbon? Because that's cool too. So yeah, sorry if the focus is weird. Maybe I can turn that off. Give me a second. Boop. Okay, it shouldn't go out of focus now. Yep, we should be good. We should be locked and loaded. Yeah, so I got this, like I said, Jameson. Jameson is actually from the same distillery as Redbreast. So fun fact, most Irish whiskey is made at the same distillery. They're called the Irish Distillers. I used to think it was called Middleton. I know Middleton is one of the brands they make, but apparently the overwhelming corporation over it is called Irish Distillers. So so Jameson, Redbreast, Powers, honestly, what else they have? They have Jameson, Powers, Redbreast, Middleton, and the green spot, red spot, yellow spot, blue spot are all the same distillery, which is really cool. I mean, it's not really cool, but it's like really interesting how Irish whiskey is. Now there are other ones. There's Tullamore Dew. There's what's the other big popular? So there's the Teeling. Both of those I think are independent outside of that. But these are all from the same distillery. So I thought it'd be pretty appropriate to start with some Jameson just to get warmed up a bit. So what are y'all drinking? So Whiskey Hammer, what's up, man? Good to see you, Spencer. Also a patron of the show here. Emily Chambers, good to see you. Donald Rance, I saw you were in the chat earlier. What's up? And Joseph Brazo, who is filling in for Perry tonight. Perry said he couldn't make it to the stream tonight, so Joseph was like, I'll be there. So welcome, Joseph. So good to have you here tonight. Run Rev Colin, I think I give you a shout out. Oh, and Trev Wilson, another amazing mod and amazing channel. Go check out his channel if you're not yet subscribed. Trev, I need to get your email because I was going to email you like the other day, and I'm like, I was searching the internet. I was doing my little cyber sleuth thing, and I could not find your email address. So, Trev, just shoot me a message on Instagram or whatever with your email address. Just want to run some ideas about you for like a collab sometime soon. So, yeah, Trev, good to see you, man. Sugar Kitty, still working on the Knob Creek Rye single barrel store pick. That's all. I mean, Knob Creek is amazing. Knob Creek Rye, I think, is really underrated. I haven't actually had it in a minute, but I do want to go back and visit it. And Donnie is still drinking the Tamdu Batch Strength #2. Yeah, he had it in an advent calendar today. Yeah, he and I have similar opinions on certain scotches, but I'm so good to hear you. So glad to hear you like that one. Yeah, so like I said, we're doing Redbreast tonight. Okay, well, Donnie sent me your email. Awesome, thank you, Donnie. I probably will have to go back and watch the chat later because I'm not going to remember that by the end of this stream, and especially after the after party, which is again happening right after this stream. So, what's up, Steven Sussman? Good to see you, man. Just in time. I'm just about to get started in. Wesley is joining in on Redbreast with just the normal 12-year. Wesley is also a Bourbon Gigabyte patron, along with Spencer, and I don't think Patrick's here yet, but yeah, so cheers to all of my amazing patrons. And for those of you curious, like I said, for as little as $2 a month, you can become a patron too. Cheers, guys. Fred has some Hancocks. Wesley, I think I'm going to join you there. I'm going to have some Redbreast 12-year, and the reason I was able to complete this lineup was this little sexy little box set hit my store. So this one is called the Family Collection. I don't know why they call it that, but there is the Redbreast 12-year. There is the Redbreast Sherry Finish Lustau edition, and the Redbreast 15-year. Now I do have some bottles too, but I figured like that'd be a really cool way to try through some of these that I've never had. I've never had the Lustau one, so I figure we'll start with the 12-year. I'll join you there with that one, Wesley. And Donald says he's going to have some Redbreast too. And JJ just poured some Redbreast 21. Ooh, that's actually... I'm very excited for this stream because I get to open a bottle that I haven't opened yet. This, honestly, I got this a while back. This is the 21-year Redbreast. I haven't opened it yet. So I'm so excited to try it tonight for you guys and give you my thoughts on it. But we gotta work our way there. We can't jump right into the 21-year. Brandon says, is Justin in the bedroom? Of course. I did send him in there with some box wine. He'll be fine. Taking a note out of Sam from I Whiskey She Wine's book. We did buy some box wine, so it'll keep him entertained for the next hour, and also to hang out, so who knows. So this one is just the 12-year. For those of you that are just popping in, like I said, wearing my new merch here. Any super chats that come through tonight gets you an entry into the giveaway. I know people, I said that at the very beginning, people might have still been watching the ad. Because someone might watch the full ad. They may not skip a single ad. Who knows? But yeah, we're doing a giveaway of the shirt. For any super chats that come through, you're entered to the giveaway. So, with that, we're going to start with a 12-year. Now, this is 40% ABV, so 80 proof, of course, low proof. But no whiskey tonight. I know. He grabbed the box of wine. That's just his style. So this one, let me see what I can find about this one while I go ahead and pour it into the glass. Let it open up a bit. This one, I haven't had in a good bit, only because I've just been buying the Cask strength. I honestly really, I mean, y'all know I freaking love Redbreast 12 Cask strength. So that's been in my glass most of the time. But you can't forget the regular good old 12-year Redbreast. So we're going to pour that, start off with that one. What's up? Brandon says, don't forget to mash that like button. Yes, hit that like button, y'all. We're at what? We're at 15 viewers, at least on my screen. Can we get up to 15 likes? That would be awesome if we could start off strong in the first 15 minutes. That's awesome. So cheers, you guys, and thank you for the reminder, Brandon. What's up? Jason, the Mash and Drum says, Cliff, slick lineup tonight. I know. I have been looking forward to this stream for so long. It took so long to gather all these pieces to it. So glad to finally come together. Y'all already know Jason, but if you don't, go check out the Mash and Drum on YouTube. Another YouTuber, Rock Gut Review, just finished his stream of his Swillmageddon finals. So y'all gotta go check that out. That was a lot of fun, and congratulations to all the winners. Yeah, so good to see my fellow whiskey tubers here in the chat. So we're gonna pour the 12 year, or we're gonna toast to the 12 year and get this started. So cheers, guys. Interesting. It's so weird because I've just been drinking on the cask strength. So going back to the 80 proof 12 year is a little not shocking. It's just a little surprising. Now, I don't remember the price on this one. I should have probably pulled up my store just to see what the price is for just the regular 12 year. I'm going to pull it up real quick just so I can have it as a reference as we taste through these. Now, this store is also really good price on most of their things, so it's going to be a little lower than most places. Yeah, so the regular Redbreast 12 year is about $45. What's up, Swan? So good to see you. Just got off work. Well, welcome. We're drinking some Redbreast. I know you said you got Redbreast in at work, but I don't know if you have experience trying it. Let us know, Swan. I don't know if I think you've had the 12 year cask strength on the podcast before, but I could be wrong. Could be completely wrong, but so this is just a regular 12 year. Like I said, it's about $46. It is a single pot still Irish whiskey. This doesn't tell you all the details on the back like a full-size bottle. The full-size bottle will give you a lot of details of the whiskey. So let me see. I have the webpage pulled up here. It just says, our signature bottling boasts the flavor, complexity, and distinctive quality of pot still whiskey. Matured in a combination of bourbon and sherry casks, the distinctive Redbreast sherry style is a joy to behold in each and every bottle. So, this one, like I said, I was a little, not off put, but I was a little taken aback by the lower proof of this one. So let me go ahead and get deeper into it to make sure I'm not missing any complexity. Now I go back to the nose. The nose on this one is a very, very good one. I mean, especially coming from Jameson. I mean, again, I was just drinking Jameson in my mixed drink earlier. So Jameson, there's no complexity. It's a great flavor, and you know it's great in a cocktail. But I don't typically find myself sipping on Jameson. But it makes them wonderful. What's the official name for this? Like James, Gin and James or something. I don't know. There's something like Jameson and ginger ale. Ginger and James. I don't know. I don't typically order this at the bar, but when I'm at home, I make a lot of them. So Beth says, really enjoy Redbreast line. All good juice. I completely agree. Now, we're going to this 12 year. Like I said, I'm used to the 12 year cask strength, but let's see what we can find in here. There's not as much sherry as, they do say there's a combination of bourbon and sherry casks. To me, this one is a lot of oak. Like, there's way more oak that I think is coming from those used bourbon casks. Not really the sweet sherry flavor that I get on some of the other releases. It's very light and bright, but it's also bready. And I think with the taste, typical Irish whiskey, I'm going to say the basic notes. Typical Irish whiskey is a shortbread cookie, a buttered, like, cookie kind of note. I love that note, but we're going to see how that evolves from 12 year, 15 year, 21 year, all the way to 27 year. We're going to see where that flavor evolves beyond just the typical standard note of shortbread cookie, which, I do get that on this. Let's be honest. It's the lowest tier offering in the Redbreast line, but again, it's like $46. It's not that pricey. Very, very sippable and approachable. Oh, what's up, Tom? Tom is also a patron of the show here. I'm late, never late, must be the bourbon. Well, we can't blame... I don't blame you, is what I was trying to say. No worries. I appreciate you showing up. And for those of you watching the replay, what's up? Hashtag replay squad. Leave me a comment below what you think of Redbreast and what's your favorite one. So, yeah, so... He's calling it an Irish nub. What the hell are you talking about, Joseph? Yeah, I'm actually a little let down by this standard Redbreast, and I hate to say that because I'm such a fan of the higher end ones that, like, this one's a bit of a letdown. I will say, it's a nice flavor. Don't get me wrong. However, it's definitely not up there like in terms of complexity that I would expect, even at the $46 price point. I will say, yeah, that I'm a little let down by this 12 year, but I mean, let's be honest, it's only going to go up from here. There's some great whiskeys coming up soon, so I think it's very good. I just don't think it's mind blowing. And I think a lot of people they know that Redbreast 12 is recommended a lot, but I think the majority of people are referring to the cask strength. So when you hear Redbreast 12 recommended, most people are probably talking about the cask strength. Now, some people could be talking about this one, but the cask strength is what's really interesting. Now, I am saving that a bit. Saving the cask strength until we get up to something else that's also cask strength, because I don't want to blow my palate and then go down to a low proof for the 15 year. I just feel like that's not fair. So we're going to move on from the 12 and go up to the 15, which is also part of this set. Now the 15 is a 46% ABV, so definitely higher proof and 3 extra ages, or 3 extra ages, 3 extra years on the age there. So I do want to see if they have any information on their website. I'm using their website as a guide here. So it says a careful balance of first fill and refill casks accentuate the assorted spices within Redbreast's characteristic full and complex flavor. So it doesn't really tell you specifics about the casks. It may say it on the bottle, but I don't have a full-size bottle here. It just says comprised of exclusively pot still whiskey matured in the finest oak casks. So we don't know if it's sherry, we don't know if it's bourbon. Again, I'm going off of the information on their website and the very little information on my little sample bottle here. It just says matured in the finest oak casks. So we're just going to use that as our info, but we're going to see how it compares to the 12, because this one's a little bit more pricey. I closed my liquor store. That's a sin. I go there all the time. I should never close this tab. I just want to see the price point on this one. Extra ages is the best, I know. So this one's $74 at my store. So that's a pretty big price increase for 3 extra years. Now you are getting a little bit more proof there, but let's see if that's worth it. Let me go ahead and open this little. It's very 15 ages. Yeah. All right. So this is the 15 year. I do have a little bit more of the 12 year to do a little side by side, because you gotta do a little bit of that, especially at the $30 price difference. That's pushing it. That's really, really pushing it in price. Now the Lustau edition, which I should have done next, that one's a little bit cheaper, but I wanted to do a direct comparison between age versus before going into like a finish, because I think that kind of changes up things. So I want to do a direct comparison between the 12 year and the 15 year. That nose on the 15 is way more interesting. The 12 is all sweet. It's like a sweet, like I said, again, the shortbread cookie, but it's like, like those tin of cookies you get like around Christmas time? This is the one that has like a frosting on it. It's very sugary, like almost like a powdered sugar kind of note on the 12 year. But the 15 year, that starts getting a little more buttery. That's more of like a richer, darker sweetness. Yes, it's still the same typical Irish note, but there's a lot more complexity on that. I definitely get a little more of the sherry. Now, they didn't say for sure if there was sherry on this, but there's still there's still a lot more of that influence on here than on the 12 year. On the nose, at least. Let's go and give it a taste. Cheers, guys. That's more my style. No, it's not quite cask strength. However, what I say it was is 46. Yeah, 92 proof. It's getting up there, and that just little boost of proof really, really brings out what I really love about Redbreast. And I think a lot of people will say just skip the 12 and go straight to the 15. I would say yes if you're talking about the standard 12. Like, there's a huge, again, $30 price difference. I do think that, I already can tell you that's $30 more, like value-wise. Now, is it high? Yes, I think they're both a bit high for what they are. But is it $30 better than the 12? Yes. That's my verdict on that. But again, that's still pretty high. About what I say, like $72, $73. It's a very, very nice whiskey. That extra age adds a lot when it comes to the oak complexity, and it's especially like the sherry finish there. Yeah, like I said, there's just a little bit of an extra bite on that I really appreciate. So I've had people ask me, do you recommend the 12 or the 15? I didn't realize how unimpressed I was with the basic 12 until now. So yeah, I gotta say skip the regular 12 unless you've never had Irish whiskey and you want something under $50. then yeah, it's going to be a big step up from your Jameson. But is it going to give you the wow factor that I think a lot of people love about Redbreast? No. 15 though. 15 will impress you. A little pricey in my opinion, but it'll impress you. What do you guys think? You guys are asking? Oh, Donald Rant says the 15 is a masterclass in darkness and earthy spiciness. Ex bourbon and sherry. Yeah, I'm really digging the 15. I do think it's a little pricey for what it is, but flavor wise, I mean, this is fantastic. Now, y'all know me. I'm a bit of a proof whore. I tend to go for the higher proof, the Cask and stuff. So that's the only thing holding me back from loving the 15. If I appreciated more, not that if I appreciated, if I was more interested in a lower proof whiskey to sip on for a longer period of time, I would absolutely love the 15. It's just I prefer the Cask and stuff. So Donald also says it's the non-chill filtration that makes all the difference. Preserves the viscous, oily mouthfeel, and oh yeah, this mouthfeel is incredible in the 15. Now I thought maybe not. For some reason, I thought the Jameson bottle also said unfiltered, but it doesn't. Probably, I mean, duh. I should have known that. Brandon says he's only had Jameson. Well, Brandon, next time you're over, maybe we can get into 21 year. We'll see. But before we move to that one, I want to step back. Let's go back down in price a bit. Let's go to the Lustau edition. Now, I'm probably mispronouncing that. I know. y'all are always good about correcting me on things I mispronounce. However, this one is, let me pull up the info on it on the website here because I want to make sure I am accurate. Okay. Yeah, this one is definitely cheaper. This one is about $60, so about $15 more than the 12 year. But the interesting thing about this one is it is a collaboration between the Bodegas Lustau and the Middleton Distillery. The result is the ultimate sherried style of Redbreast. Now, this is one that I've never... Oh, I apparently just added it to my cart because that's a thing you can do on the Redbreast website. Who knew? No, I thought that said more info. I was going to read it, but it said buy now, so almost bought me another bottle. Now, I've never had this one. I'm very, very excited about this one, mainly because I love a good sherry finish, especially, like, not necessarily, I don't have much experience with it on Irish, but I love it on a good Scotch. So I'm so excited to see how that affects the flavor of this whiskey. This one's also higher proof. This one is at 46.6, so it's basically the same as the 15. So now we don't know the age on this. I imagine it's probably closer to the 12 year, especially being a little bit cheaper. Nick says, what did I miss? Nick, the only things you missed are the regular 12 and the 15. I recommend the 15 over the basic 12, but you haven't missed much. We're still working our way through these, but JJ says, I want your California prices. Well, again, it's only like one store. There's a couple stores that's a bit more pricey. There's one store that I get a really good deal on. If you're in the Southern California area, let me know. I'll tell you which store it is, but otherwise, yeah, so this one, like I said, it's sherry finished. I'm very excited for it. So I'm going to, instead of comparing it to the 15, I'm going to go ahead and drink the rest of the 15. I'm going to compare it directly with the 12. Joseph Brazo asks, where did I get this sampler box? So Joseph, I actually got this at the store that I just mentioned that I can't name, but I have seen it at a few other stores. So these have been around for a while apparently, but they are just making another appearance, with it being the holiday season. Sometimes they're not on the shelf. It's always worth asking because I think a lot of stores got these because, again, it's like a little sampler set, but maybe check your Total Wine or things like that. But I've seen this at a few different stores and I'm very glad to pick it up. It was $18. $18 for, I mean, yeah, they are like 50 milliliter bottles, but 3 different ones of these nice whiskeys for $18. I cannot complain for that. No, I didn't get it at K&L, Brandon, but they did. I was watching K&L hoping they would get it in stock, and they never did. So I bought it from somewhere else. All right, so let me finish off the rest of the 15. Yeah, the 15 is a fantastic whiskey. Oh, Runrev says he bought the same pack, loved it. Yeah, this is my first time going through it, but I mean, if you've never tried Redbreast, $18. I mean, you get to try. I mean, that's like what, like 6 ounces of whiskey ish. Like, you're gonna feel good after $18, and it's cheaper than getting it at a bar. I'll just say that it's way cheaper than getting these at a bar. Bars, remember those? We're in Southern California. We just got a new lockdown order, so it's going to be even longer without being able to go to bars again. But it's okay. It's for the safety of humanity. I guess I could. I mean, do I need a bar? Do I really need a bar? Do any of us really need a bar? Let's be honest. We all have way more whiskey than we should ever own in our lifetime, so we don't need a bar. But I do miss the ambiance of a bar. All right. Well, right off the bat, I can tell. Oh wait, there was a comment I wanted to read earlier. Sorry. I think Steven said something earlier. What did he say? I like the 15, but would rather have the cask strength for cheaper. Cask strength's a little more. Oh no, it is cheaper. You're right. It is cheaper, wasn't it? The cask. No, yeah, the cask strength is 64. The 15-year was 70, like $10 more. Oh yeah. I think I'd rather have the cask strength over the 15-year too. But we'll see. We'll see. We're getting to that next. I wanted to save the cask strength towards the end. The 12 is, yeah, the 12 is fine. Just make sure I get caught up. Rotgut says, never been big on the 15 myself. For me, Redbreast is the best at 12 cask strength, aside from the Dream. Yes, of course, I don't have the Dream cask, which is like, what, 30 years old? There's like a 30-year-old Redbreast. I don't have that one, I'm sorry. I do have a special bottle for the end. It's not that one, but it's still a special bottle. I've done it on this channel before, but that's if we can make it through these in under the hour. So I wish I had that one. That'd be amazing. Yeah, so let's move on to the Lustau one. Tom says, have you done a show where you blind taste Irish whiskeys? I haven't, Tom. I really don't have too much experience with Irish. I know that there is a new Powers or a Blue Spot that's coming out, which is, again, same distillery, but it's going to be a cask strength, I think 12-year-old, from a different category. It's still technically Irish Distillers Company, but the green spot, yellow spot, red spot, and now there's a blue spot, which is cask strength. So if I could do a cask strength Irish flight, I would be in heaven. Now, I would also consider, someone's asked me before to do a 12-year Irish flight, and that's also another great idea. I could do the Redbreast 12-year. Of course, I think the yellow spot's 12 years, and the Powers John Lane 12-year. That would be really fun because they're all the same distillery, but they all have pretty different flavor profiles. So yeah. So this is the Lustau. Like I said, it's instantly so much darker. I mean, look at that color. That's so much darker of a color. Again, with the extra sherry finishing on that. Oh man, that is delicious. On the nose. I haven't even tasted it yet, but it's delicious. Super rich. Wow, 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 wow. That's fantastic. Now, the whiskey that I was going to pull out on special occasion is also, let me see what they say about it. I don't know if it says Lustau. No, this one just tells you that it is, I know there's a lot of sherry. Yeah. Well, no, it just says bourbon sherry cask. Okay, well, we'll get to that one in a bit. But, so this one's straight up Lustau. Like, that is so much sherry on the nose. I love that. Jason said John's Lane is a hitter. I agree. That's actually, I did all of those in a flight. I did like a Powers stream at one point, and John's Lane was amazing. I love that one. Nick says he also can't wait for the blue spot. Well, I'm seeing a lot of new faces here. Like I said, if you haven't yet subscribed, it would be so awesome if you could subscribe to me. We just passed 2,500 last Saturday. Now we're at like 2,520. So we've gotten like 20 subscribers in like 3 days, which is awesome. So thank y'all so much for that. But if you're new here and you're enjoying yourself tonight, would love if you could hit subscribe and follow us along. Like I said, I go live on Thursday nights, I go live on Saturday nights, and I also put up an edited video around it. I just spit on you guys, I'm sorry. I put up an edited video most Tuesdays. So would appreciate if you could subscribe, and so happy to have you here with me tonight. But let's go ahead and I haven't even tasted this. I've just been smelling how delicious this is. So let's go ahead and taste it. Cheers, guys. Steven's talking about nuggies. Typical Steven. Ooh, that's spicy. There's a lot more spice than I expected on that one. It does, like the finish is all that sherry, but it's up front, it's very, very spicy. I wasn't expecting that. I don't know where that's coming from. You know, it doesn't say if it's, see what the website said real quick. No, it just says collaboration between Bodegas Lustau and Middleton Distillery. That's really, really spicy, and I wasn't expecting that. It's good. It's fantastic fall whiskey. The first thing that came to mind is like, damn, this is a fall whiskey. That is sweet from the sherry. but a lot of really, really nice spice up front. Oh, Donald has some info here. So Donald, he says the Lustau is a 9 to 12-year-old single pot still that is finished in a first fill Oloroso sherry butt for another year. Gotcha. So I thought it was a little bit younger. Maybe that spice is coming from the youth of it. I don't know. It's not an off-putting. Like sometimes, like a youthful Irish whiskey to me gets a little metallic. That isn't metallic to me. It's just like a nice, like almost like a baking spice, which I don't typically get on Irish. I get like I said, the shortbread cookie, but I don't typically get that like clove and nutmeg that I would get on like a bourbon. I'm digging this though. Floridian's also trying this one with me, and he says yes, there is some zing there. Well, that zing is delicious. I mean, to be fair, would I prefer that over the 15-year? Guess I gotta find out, right? So this is just what's left of the 12-year. I'm gonna go ahead and finish that because again, the 12-year is fine, but there's some way more interesting Redbreast out there. Yeah, I want to pour a little bit more of the 15 because I want to make a decision. Is it worth paying the extra money for the 15 over the Lustau? Now, this is, again, assuming that you're a fan of sherry finish. I love sherry finish, so I am a huge fan of that. Just want to pour a little bit more of the 15 just to do a little comparison. Getting caught up in the chat here. Cheech says, hey Clifton, watching you with my wife. Cheers to you. Well, cheers to you, Cheech, and Cheech's wife. Thank y'all for donating. I don't think I've seen you guys here on the channel before, but happy to have you. And thanks for sticking around. And I do really love some Redbreast, so I've been looking forward to doing this stream for a long time. So Kilko says, I was fortunate to get Redbreast sampler donated recently. I love Redbreast, but never did a comparison of them all. Just drank them all so fast. Yeah, I mean, doing them side by side is something I've never done either, but I'm really loving it. I'm having a fantastic time. I mean, like I said, I honestly have been playing this for 2 months, and I'm so glad to finally have all of the pieces to make it happen. So we just got our first super chat of the night, which I will soon see a notification.
Do a barrel roll.
Patrick Starkey says, I am here for your clothes. Yes, Patrick, you are entered into tonight's giveaway. For those of you that missed it, I'm giving away a shirt today. This one that I am wearing, it's some of my new merch. Of course, it's like a 1UP logo, goes with the gaming theme, but of course has some bourbon. So it's like, you know, bourbon up or 1UP, whatever you want to call it. I think it's pretty cool. So if you want to enter, if you want to be entered to win it, send a super chat. Like I said, Patrick just got 5 entries, and right now Patrick is the only Patrick is the only entrant. So if no one else gets a super chat, Patrick just gets the shirt. Which, I mean, it's totally cool. I mean, I love Patrick. I'm just happily sending him my clothes any day. Like, here, Patrick. No, just kidding. Heather wouldn't appreciate. But yeah. So y'all, if y'all are interested, again, it's really to help support the channel and just kind of, I like to give back to you guys. So, oh wait, is Heather here? Oh no, she's not. Cool. So. Just getting caught up. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh, your wife is Jen. Welcome, Jen. Good to see you. Thank you all for stopping in. So I love seeing new faces here. Clifford is also here. Clifford, you've been here before, I think, because your name is similar to mine. I remember that. Just got here. Hope I didn't miss much. You missed 3 of the 6 we're doing, so feel free to go back and watch the replay if you'd like. But I'm just really enjoying this Irish whiskey. Oh, there is Heather. Heather is here. She just walked in on this. Well, Heather, I won't take my pants off. Wow. I just took that even further. I won't take my clothes off for Patrick if you're here. So, yeah. So this I'm doing a real quick the Lustau versus the 15. The 15's good, don't get me wrong. But I'm a sucker for sherry. So, wow. I mean, in my book, I will go for the Lustau any day over the 15. Again, that is because I love a good sherry finish. So I, of course, would do. I would go for that because I'm a huge fan of sherry. But if you're not, you like the little extra age, then of course you may prefer the 15 year. But I prefer the sherry finish. We get a lot of super chats coming in here today. First of all, y'all want the shirt, don't you? It is pretty cool. I mean, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. So the Rot Gut review, I don't know why your notification isn't coming up, but maybe it's delayed a bit. The Rot Gut review says it's a sick shirt. I agree with that, Ed. Thank you so much for stopping in and supporting the channel. Tom also is in. Y'all don't get cool notifications. Oh, there we go. They're rolling in now. All right, Tom is in. Green shirt, count me in. Well, how about this? If whoever wins, I'll let you pick a color. I'll let you even pick a color, which is
Do a barrel roll.
cool. Okay, now they're all coming in. There we go. Floydian says, "What the hell, Clifton? I'll toss in a few quid. Thanks for the content." Well, I appreciate it, Floydian. I'm so good to see you. I'm glad to see you. I've seen you around, but I don't know if I've seen you on my stream before. So welcome. There's everyone's comments coming in a bit delayed. All right, so y'all are all entered. Y'all all have 5 entries. So Patrick has some competition now. We have a total of 20 entries tonight, so y'all have a 5 in 20 chance of winning. So if anyone else wants to get in, we're gonna do that drawing probably about 5 minutes before the end of the stream, which is in about 20 minutes ish. So if you want to support the channel and get that in, would much appreciate it. But we got some more whiskey to drink. Let's get into some more whiskey. How about that? Oh man, I'm so excited for these ones coming up. Hey, what's up, Chris? Thanks for stopping in. Good to see you, man. How are you doing? Chris recently had a loss in the family, so he's been a bit out of pocket, but totally understandable, and our hearts are all here for him. So, Chris, cheers to you. So Ed says, I do love the Lustau. Erica does too, and it's hard as all get out to get her to drink Irish whiskey. Yeah, man, the Lustau, if you are a fan of sherry finishes, that will be up your alley. That's what I love. Even though it's younger than the 15 year, that's what sells it on me, that sherry finish. So now we're moving on to a bottle that I haven't opened, and hopefully I don't struggle to open it. This is Redbreast, 21 years old. Now, I actually had a friend give me this bottle. Not give me this bottle. Source me this bottle from the UK. This actually shipped from the UK, so this is the smaller 700 milliliter size. But it was way more affordable than buying it in the States. So I asked him to pick it up for me. So this is the 21 year. I have to hold it back here because my lights are really bright. 21 years old, non-chill filtered, matured in the finest oak cask. We've heard that before. What they say? Yeah, exclusively a pot still distilled and matured in oak cask for no less than 21 years. Yeah, so I have tried this once at a tasting. Now, it's been a long time. Let's also give credit to this amazing box. I mean, I don't know if y'all can see, but there's like, this is a display piece. This is awesome. I'm gonna be heaving this box. Haven't had a 21. Blue Spot launches in the US in February. Oh man, as soon as that pops up, I'm gonna grab a bottle of that one. So Tom says, I too was once a 21-year-old Irishman, long time ago. Yeah, so Run Rev is heading out. Well, Run Rev, so good to see you here. And if you want to see the rest of these, feel free to catch the replay, which should be up shortly after the stream. So let's go ahead and open this 21 year. I've been waiting to open this bottle. I've actually been waiting for this particular stream to open this bottle. So I'm celebrating, honestly, getting to this point by opening this bottle. So y'all are here for a very special moment. Again, this is more than I spent on it. Y'all know me. I'm cheap. I don't buy really expensive bottles. This was a little treat for myself that I was waiting for a special occasion to open. But I think being here with y'all on this wonderful Thursday night in December of 2020 is a perfect occasion to open this 21-year-old whiskey. Yeah. So let's. I want to get a good cork pop. This is, again, first time opening this bottle. Let's see. 21-year-old whiskey. Let's see how that cork pops. That sounds weird. Let's get the mic a little closer. Let's see if we can hear this. All right, here we go. Ready? It was okay. Wow, that cork is very dark. What's up, Zopher? Live uncorking. Yes, it is indeed. Kilco. Just making sure my glass is fully empty for this experience. So Like I said, I've had a sample of this before. I've never. It was a very small pour, because it was a friend's bottle and I felt bad. This is about. I think I paid shipped to my door from the UK around 160 to 180. Now, again, that's a steal because this bottle is usually upwards of $200. So being shipped from the UK, an absolute deal. I'm so glad of my friend Aaron. I don't think he's here tonight. He's a patron of the show as well. He actually provided these next two that we're doing. We'll get to the next one in a bit, but yeah. So he told me about the deal, and I was like, I gotta get in on that. So I'm very excited to do that one. And then Brandon asked to see the box again. So Brandon, I just showed it a little bit. Let's see if we can do it. Yeah, it has a nice little 21 little seal on the side. But you pop that open. Yeah, I mean that's beautiful. There's like, I mean, when the bottle's in there, it looks a little neater than that, but it's a fantastic box. Not quite Master's Keep level, but man, that's pretty close. That's really nice. All right, so this is a 21-year-old Irish whiskey. I'm very excited because, again, I've had it once at a friend's house, but you know, when you're at a friend's house and they pull out a special bottle, I don't know about you guys, but I'm always like, oh, just take the tiniest, like, I'll just try to do a little taste of it. That's how I am. So I haven't had a full experience with this. Now that I got my own bottle, I'm going to fully enjoy this and hopefully give you guys some advice on whether it's worth it or not. We have some super chats coming here real quick. There we go. Cheech says, the wife and I have been watching for a few weeks now, enjoying the content and your unique perspective. Cheers to you. Well, thank you so much, Cheech. And was it Jan? I forgot your wife's name. She literally just told me in the chat earlier. Oh no, I missed it. I'm trying to scroll up and find it, but I can't find it. Oh, sorry, Cheech. I know your wife just said hey, and I saw her. I thought it was Jan, something like that. Well, Cheech and wife, the Ardelinos, is that how you pronounce it? Thank y'all so much for that. That means a lot to me that y'all have been watching for a few weeks and y'all are enjoying the content. So if y'all win the shirt, y'all gonna have to fight over who gets it. Zopher also with the super chat. Zopher, I did not miss your super chat coming through. Zopher is also a patron of the show here. Close enough to the weekend. Cheers. Well, Zopher, I appreciate it. Y'all are all doing equal entries. Y'all are all getting the same amount of chance of winning this shirt. So again, we got about like 10 more minutes to get any super chats in for a chance to win a shirt. This shirt, of any color of your choosing. I went with green because I thought it was kind of Mario. I thought it was kind of nice because the original logo, for those of you who don't know, this is from Mario, like the 1-up, the mushrooms. So normally the mushroom's green, but I was like, you know what, I'm going to put a bourbon glass. But I kept the green with my shirt. But you can get these in any color you want. It's also, I have like 2 other new designs that I'm going to be giving away in future weeks. But this I think my personal favorite. So this is the one I want to give away first. So this is the 21 year. Let's get into it. Let's go on the nose. Jen, I'm sorry, Jen. I was close. Jen. Gotcha. Well, Cheech and Jen, thank y'all so much for the support. I'm so glad to have you here on the channel, and hopefully, I don't know if you're subscribed or not, but if you're subscribed, thank you. It's so good to see you. It's good to see you this time, and I hope to see you in the future. Cheers to you guys for the 21-year. Oh, actually, cheers to you and Zopher for seeing the super chat before we get the 21-year-old whiskey. Cheers, y'all. Whoa, there's something weird on that. Oh, what? That's such an odd note. Okay, I'm going to say something about the 27 year, which we're trying next. This reminds me a lot of that odd note, that 27 year. Now, again, Aaron's not here. I'll tell you that story in a bit, but this starts out, that tingle that we were talking about on the Lustau and the 15 year. Oh, it's there, and like it's kicking. Now the proof on the 21 year is, where did I put that bottle? So this one is 46 again, 46% ABV, so 92 proof. So, oh, y'all are both subbed. Well, awesome. Well, appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for what. Thank y'all so much for subscribing. Tom says, "What a great reaction." Yeah, so it went weird. Okay, okay. Yeah, I gotta have another sip because that went really weird and I don't know how to explain it. Let's try it again. So it starts really bright. It kind of gets into the sherry a bit, but then it takes a weird turn. It gets a little sour. And like a herbal, I really don't want to say like grassy or like mold or whatever, but it's like a mossy herbal note. that feels weird on the tongue. It's not my favorite. It's really not my favorite note. And it makes me wonder, is 21 years too much for Irish whiskey? Now, have any of y'all had? It's not really a sherry bomb either. Nothing like the Lustau. I'm curious, has anyone here had the 21 year? Because tell me I'm not crazy with this. Ah, that was a weird reaction. No, I had forgotten that I got this note on this. That's a weird note. I saw a comment. Oh, Chris says he'll drop into the Discord hangout for a bit if there is one. Yes, Chris, everyone that is a bourbon megabyte or up on Patreon, check out our Discord. We're doing our after party hangout right after this stream. That's basically everyone $10 and up. You can join our hangout where we just hang out for like an hour or so. Usually more than an hour, but it's always a great time over there. So yes, Chris, I would love if you to stop in. All right, Floridian says, now I can't help but mess with the odds. Well, Floridian, there you go. You got 10 entries now, so you have the most chance out of anybody to win. So if y'all want to match the Floridian chance to get it, now's your chance. Or if you, again, you can just give $1 and you still get entered. But any support really does help me out here on the channel, and especially with all the new faces, I'm so glad to see y'all. Not like, oh, it's your first time here, pay me money. It's not like that. It's more like, oh, well, I'm glad to see you, and if you want a chance to win something, here's your chance. Scary Peeper, what's up, man? Good to see you. Scary Peeper just also became a patron of my channel, like, what, a week ago or so? He says, hope you are having a great night so far. Sorry to be late for the stream. No worries, Scary Peeper. I appreciate everyone that shows up either here or for the replay. I have a lot of people that can't make it to the stream, so good to see them. I think, Brandon, this is the longest you've been in a stream for a while, so cheers to you, buddy. Okay. I'm going to try to explain this 21 year a bit more. Has anyone, so no one seems to have had it. Oh wait, JJ's having it right now. Tom says, is it scotchy? No, it's not scotchy. When I did say mossy, which is typically associated with scotch, it's not that. Oh wait, whoa, Jason says, is it like cooked greens? Wait. Up front, it's nice. Sweet. The sherry starts to kick in. And there's a twist. Oh, that's the closest thing I can describe it as, Jason. To me, it's not quite greens. Because, I mean, I'm from the South, so greens are like cooked with bacon and pork fat and all that stuff. But there is a vegetal, like almost like a spinach, like a cooked spinach. Maybe that's what you're talking about. Yeah, what? That's weird. What is this? Do people like this? Again, I'm not talking about the whiskey in general. I'm talking about this note in particular. So JJ, what do you get on? JJ's drinking it with me. Donald says the 21 can have oak tannins and some tropical sour candy type vibe to it. Man, I get that.
Do a barrel roll.
Oh, Heather is in for Christmas present for hubby. Well, Heather, you are also entered into the giveaway. So either he's buying it for himself, we're not buying it. Either his super chat went towards it or yours will. Yeah, vegetal. That's weird, man. That was way unexpected, but we're getting to our final 10 minutes here. So I got to move on to the highlight of the night. Of course, the most expensive whiskey I have ever in front of me. So Rotgut says he's gonna break out some 21 years. See if he gets any of that now. Yes, finish. Ed, make sure to tell me before the stream ends. I'm very curious if you get that too, because you're a master of finding the bad notes and things, as we just witnessed on your stream. Oh, this is freshly popped, James. Now, to be fair, the other one I had was also freshly popped, so maybe it mellows out over time. I can't speak to that, but on the first sip. Now, this is the Lustau one. Let me go back to the Lustau real quick. That one warms my heart. The Lustau is so good. For what I say, the Lustau was $60. Now to be fair. Oh wait. Oh my God. I almost forgot the 12 cask strength, y'all. So I was waiting on that one because I wanted to get through the ages first. We gotta go to the 12 cask strength before we move on to the 27 year. So let me finish off the Lustau, and we're gonna move to the Redbreast 12 cask strength, which y'all know I'm a big fan of. Which, by the way, 31 watching. Welcome, y'all. I'm so glad. That's not like it's not a record, but lately that's the highest number we've had in like over a month. So cheers to you watching. Welcome. If you're not in the chat, feel free to say hi. So good to see you here and enjoying this stream of crazy 21-year-old Irish whiskey that gives me a weird Spanish note. I don't know. Maybe I'm not your best bourbon guy or whiskey guy, but I'm having a good time. So cheers, y'all. Let me finish this style. And we're gonna go to the 12 cask strength. Go back to familiar territory, something that I love. I can't believe I almost forgot the cask strength. That's like the one that like I'm most excited about drinking. Man, that is a dark whiskey. Now, the 12 cask strength I imagine is similar to the regular 12. I don't know if they do any extra finishing on it or like different barrels. I'm just going to double check that real quick. Cask strength expression gives a glimpse of Redbreast 12. Yeah, it's basically exactly like Redbreast 12, but just bumped up to cask strength. Thank you again, Brandon says, don't forget to smash that like button, everyone. Yes, the like buttons really do help out with the algorithm. I know it sounds crazy and like everyone says that, but it really does. I've tested it. I've seen my videos that are not as liked, and I've searched for them, and I have to go to like page 4 of YouTube. But the videos that get a lot of likes, they're like on the front page, so it does really help. And that's not just for me. That's just for like all your favorite creators. It's always easy to forget hitting the like button because I always forget too. But when you do, it makes a huge, huge impact, especially on the YouTube's current algorithm. Now, this is as of December 2020, if you're watching this replay. If YouTube changes the algorithm again in 3 months, like they probably will, this won't apply. But for this one. So Donner Pass, which Donner, I don't know if I said hey to you earlier, welcome, makes you think of cask strength bourbon. Is it just you? Oh no, Donner Pass. I have consistently said that Redbreast 12 cask strength is one of my favorite. Floridian just subscribed. Thank you so much, Floridian. I'm sure some of you others have subscribed too. It only gives you a notification from people that have their subscriptions public. So I'm sure other people have subscribed too. But Floridian, thank you so much. I appreciate you subscribing, and also you super chatted, so maybe you'll win a shirt too. Maybe you'll subscribe and wear my merch in the same day. I mean, we'll see how that goes. Yeah, we got, okay, for those of you that are entering to win the shirt, we have, what do we have, 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, 35, 40. We have 40 entries, so I'm going to give y'all another 3 minutes to get your super chats in. Every dollar you super chat gets you an entry into a chance to win a shirt, of course, in your size and shipped to your house at no cost to you other than the super chat that helps support the channel. So if you want to get your last minute things in, you got 3 more minutes. But until then, I'm going to drink the 12 cask strength that I'm so excited for. Cheers, y'all. Oh, heaven. Oh my god, the 12-year cask strength is so good. Holy guacamole. But not spinach, guacamole. The 12-year cask strength reminds me of a lot of the things that I love about the Lustau. It has way more, I don't know if it necessarily has more sherry in it, but the sherry impact at cask strength is that much more enhanced. The 12-year cask strength is fantastic. Whiskey Hammer getting in here with his chance to win the shirt. Well, I think, Spencer, don't you also already have one of my shirts? Either way, Spencer, thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate it, man. If you haven't followed the Whiskey Hammer, he has a Twitch channel and a Instagram. So if you're not following him, go check him out. He's also a whiskey gamer, so man, this 12-year cask strength is fantastic. Oh wait, so did Ed give his opinion on the 21-year yet? I was just double checking. Cheech says my whiskey channel launches in 2021. Well, Cheech, if it launches and I miss it, send me a message. Just email me at contact@bourbonbites.com or message me on Instagram @bourbonbites. By the way, if y'all aren't following me on Instagram, it's just @bourbonbites. So I'll follow you back, I promise. But yeah, that's awesome. Let me know when you launch your channel. I'd love to check it out. What else did I miss here? Oh, Uncle Buck's here. What's up, Uncle Buck? So no guacamole note. Yes. So Ed said it's leathery and kind of chlorine and greens at the same time. I think I just interpret that as just oat, but now Cliff has it in my head. I'm sorry that I have it in your head, man. But to me, there's some weird vegetal note on that. That's the 21-year. But this 21 cask. Oh my god, 21 cask strength would be amazing. Maybe 12 cask strength. Delicious. Honestly, it's my favorite so far tonight. Now we still got one more to do. we still got the 27-year-old Redbreast. So, let's go ahead and... I don't want to... I guess I'll just sip on this a little bit longer. I was going to pour my dump glass. So I'm like, why would I dump Redbreast 12 Cask Strength? It's so good. By the way, I haven't asked y'all in a while. What are y'all drinking? Have y'all moved on to a different one? I know someone else was pouring the 21 year. JJ, did you... JJ, I missed your comment if you told me what you thought of it. I'm curious to hear what you guys think of it. Cheech is finishing the night with a pour of High West Burai. Now, I haven't had that one. I know Patrick, who... I don't know if he's still... Heather's here. Patrick just bought that one, and I think he said he liked it. I've heard mixed things on it. I would love to try it. I saw it in the store literally 2 days ago, and I didn't pick it up only because it was only a good deal if I were to buy 6 bottles, and I really wasn't ready to spend money on 6 bottles. So JJ says, my 21 year has been open for a year now. Some oak and a lot of fruit and citrus. Interesting. So maybe it does open up a bit. So maybe my first impression isn't, the end all be all. Maybe I'll revisit this in a year, December 2021, and we'll see how it goes. I know. So Spencer says, "What the hell are you doing, Clifton? Dumping Redbreast?" Oh no, I decided against it. I'm gonna finish this. Don't breathe in while you're swallowing. 12-year Cask Strength. Disclaimer. As you just witnessed me choke on it, if you're not super, into Cask Strength whiskey, you're going to be in for a shock, because this batch comes in at 58.2% ABV. So that's pretty high for Irish. So, it is hot, but I think that extra proof really, really brings a lot in flavor, especially if you love the good sherry notes. So, again, absolutely gets my recommendation. But we got to try the interesting one tonight. The one that I'm most curious to compare. But now that I know what that 21 tastes like, spinach, what will 27 years do in a cask? Let's find out. So this is, let me pour. Now the story behind this, I told you guys I would tell you the story. Brandon would be sitting over here just sipping all of my leftovers after COVID, of course. But okay, so interesting story about my 27 year. Now, this is a fun one. So this one is the Redbreast 27-year-old whiskey. This is a $500 whiskey. So the story behind this one is we actually bought this bottle as a gift for a friend who had his firstborn child in 2020. I know it's a year, but hey, for him, it's a very, very good year. So we all chipped in and we bought him this bottle for $500. Then, several months later, we did a blind flight organized by him. Now, it was a Scotch flight. That's the interesting thing. It was a Scotch flight. He included, without knowing to us, it was blind, the 27-year-old Redbreast in this blind flight. And the most hilarious thing, guess what we all rated as our least favorite thing that was just awful? Redbreast 27-year-old Cask Strength. It's Cask Strength. I forgot to tell you, it is released as Cask Strength. We all thought this had a really, really weird note on it. Now, I'm very curious. I have not tried it since. There's only a little bit left. But I'm very, very curious. Is that off note we got on it that vegetal green spinach note that Jason and I were talking about? Let's find out. There's a little bit left. Now, this is a very light color. For 27 years old, it's very, very light. Now, this is matured in bourbon, sherry, and ruby port casks for no less than 27 years. Yes, you heard that right. This is 27 years old. Fred says Cliffy's here. He is, but how often do you get to try a whiskey as old as you? I mean, unless you're 18 and drinking, which you shouldn't be. I've never tried a whiskey my age other than this one. So I'm very, very excited to revisit it and maybe enjoy it. Let me finish off the rest of this glass. Brandon says, is that a 2-ounce sample or a 1 ounce? No, this is 1 ounce. So there's about a 1/4 ounce left. Again, we did this in a blind flight and I did revisit it once I found out what it was. And I still was mind blown. So the big point of that is huge shout out to Andrew Blum or Andrew. Wow, fuck, Aaron Blum. Thank you so much for this sample, and I will drink this in honor of your child. So I don't want to name him on my stream because that's weird. But your child is deserving of this pour. So I'm gonna finish it off. I'm gonna finish it off.
Do a barrel roll.
All right. Oh yeah, Spencer was part of that. He says, "Don't remind me of that experience. I love that taste, but it was weird." Yeah, that was weird. Well, Spencer, since I forgot to call it, you get another entry. So you're up to 10 entries to the giveaway. Okay, y'all can, if y'all want to get an entry in for the giveaway while I taste through this, you got some extra time. But appreciate it, Spencer. Yeah, Spencer was part of this. That nose is really, really nice, though. It kind of reverts back to what I was really loving about the 12 cask strength. Not really sherry, but that buttery. Buttery is the term I want to use here. It is still shortbread cookie. There's that the Irish note, but that is lathered. It's like a Paula Deen style Irish cookie. Justin watches a lot of Paula Deen cooking videos just because she's from the South. We relate to her, but so there is a lot of butter on that. Man, that's on the nose. This is fantastic. T squared, welcome T squared. He says, I just recently got the Redbreast 12 and was really impressed with the amount of flavor from an Irish. Yeah, I think that's the one that really gets people interested in Irish. T squared, I don't know if you were watching the stream earlier, but I tried the 12 back to back with a 15 year, which is like a $30 difference. However, there's a huge increase in quality between those two. But not only that, there's the Lustau edition. Let me show you the bottle for that real quick. Since I think you might be joining a bit late. Oh man, it's overblown. But you can kind of see there. It's just Lustau. So this one is actually only $15 more than the 12-year Redbreast. If you love a good sherry finish, I recommend this over the 15 personally. Of course, the 12-year cask strength is still my go-to, like amazing freaking Irish whiskey. But let's go ahead and try the 27 year. So thank y'all for going overtime with me. Let's see what this has to offer. Yep. Absolutely. That exact same note that is on the 21-year-old, but amped up. Now, this is a cask strength release. That same weird note is on the 27-year-old. Maybe it's an Irish whiskey thing. And do you guys know any other Irish whiskeys that are this old? Because that is so unique. I've never gotten the note on anything ever before. Tim Evans joining us in the final innings, because I'm one to make a sports joke. Again, it's cask strength. Joining us for his last minute entry into the giveaway. There we go. Tim Evans says, cheers all. Well, Tim Evans, I think you are going to round out the giveaway. So we're going to do that right after I finish my thoughts on this. I don't love it. I'm going to be completely honest. I do not love this. And this is a $500 whiskey. $500. That weird vegetal note is not, it's not awful. Now, don't get me wrong. I will drink this. I will be glad to have it. It's an interesting new whiskey that I've never had before. But that's a weird one. Jason said cooked greens earlier. Rotgut, you made a couple notes earlier on it too. It's weird. So, now between the two, let me go back to the 20. I have a little bit left of the 21. Honestly, save $300. Okay, it's not technically saving if you're planning to buy it anyways, but my recommendation if you're going to the hyper-aged Redbreast, between the 21 and the 27, save $300 and buy the 21 first. That way, if you don't like that weird note, you'll at least say I didn't waste $500. Now, if you like it, then yes, go on to buy the $500 27-year-old. I mean, more power to you. If you like that, that's totally cool. Again, everyone's tastes are different. For me, that note's weird. I don't love it. I think it's really strange that shows up in both a 21 and 27-year-old Irish whiskey. I would have never expected such an odd note for something that's normally so buttery, so smooth, so like shortbread cookie note. So to me, that was a big surprise on me. Brandon says prices and everything. That's a good point. Joseph Ziedner, sorry if I mispronounced your name, says jalapeno. It goes that territory. It is almost like a pepper. To me, it's like a kind of like a bell pepper, but it goes like a cooked like vinegary note. So maybe jalapeno is a good point. Let me with that note, I'm gonna go ahead and try it real quick. I mean, yes, between these two, yes, the 27-year-old is better. But again, it's cask strength. It's older. They both just have some funk that I'm not the biggest fan of. And again, I bought the 21-year myself, so I'm part to, suffer the consequences of this. However, JJ in the chat earlier did say that it opens up a good bit once he's had it open. So we'll see if we revisit the 21-year and it opens up a bit more. But yeah, I mean, honestly, basically summary of tonight. Well, let's go do the giveaway, then I'll tell you my summary of the night. So we got, how many entries do we got here? We got 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, 35, 40, 50, 60 entries. So y'all have a very good shot at this t-shirt, again, that I'm wearing right here. Any color of your choosing and any size, of course. So let me go ahead and get that pulled up so it pairs well with okra. Oh man, okra too. Yeah. Okra, actually, like when okra's cooked and it gets really mushy? Like I love pickled okra, and I don't mind cooked okra when it's with tomatoes. But yeah, it's like that mushy okra kind of. I don't know. That's a weird one. 27-year proof down. I don't know, Brandon. I still don't think I'd be a fan of it. So let me get this pulled up real quick, just so you guys can watch along for the drawing for the winner of my t-shirt. And again, if you guys don't win it, but you still want t-shirts, you can buy them on bourbonbites.threadless.com. There's still the Black Friday sale happening right now, so you can get them for as little as $12. Or if you prefer the more premium, I prefer like the more premium ones just because I think they feel better. Those are on sale for 20% off, just so y'all know. But real quick, let me get this pulled up. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to make sure to share my screen so y'all can see. All right, so let me get this. All right, so let me. Oh, wait, we just had. What is this? Is this a patron? What is that? What is that notification? Oh, it's a Facebook follower. George just followed me on Facebook. For some reason, that was hidden. Well, thank you, George. I don't think you're here. I think that was just a random Facebook notification. I was like, I haven't set that one up. I'm not even streaming on Facebook right now, but appreciate it, George. Thank you for following me. I do have a Facebook page if y'all want to follow me there. Let me. I'm used to using StreamYard. So give me a second. There we go. So let me. Oh, that's not what you need to see. There we go. All right. So this isn't the prettiest. I didn't plan for this giveaway right here, but here. Wait. I can fix this. Let me shrink myself down. Oh, the joys of a live stream. All right. Boom. There we go. All right. So this is the randomizer. I'm going to hit randomize. I got everyone's entry here. So we're going to randomize this list and see who's the winner. The first person at the very top of it is going to win the t-shirt. So cheers, y'all. And again, thank y'all all for, even though it is just a random giveaway, I really do appreciate every super chat that came through tonight. But we're going to find out who wins the t-shirt. So here we go. Cheers. 3, 2, 1. Floridian with the win here. Floridian, he even came back and gave himself a little boost there. He's like, you know what? I'm going to give myself separate entries. So Floridian, congratulations. And I appreciate you so much for joining. I think this might be your first stream with us. So glad to have you here. So to get your shirt, just send me, either follow me on Instagram at Bourbon Bites or just shoot me an email it's contact@bourbonbites.com, whichever is easiest for you. I will just send me your size and color preference. Like I said, I'm going to send you this one, but if you prefer like the blue one or the red one or whatever, let me know. But just send me your size and your mailing address, Floridian, and I will get that shirt out to you. And congratulations to you. And again, for everyone that didn't win, the shirts are still available for sale if you want to try it. But with that, I think we are good here tonight. Unless y'all have any last minute questions. I appreciate y'all hanging out here for the 33 viewers, which was awesome. Like I said, if you're new here and you haven't subscribed, I would love if you could. If you want to join us at the after party, if you've been having such a great time tonight, you want to hang out with us tonight. What is that? Is this a Facebook? Okay, James Taylor also followed. Wait. Why is it not on screen? Bam. There you go. James, I need to adjust the Facebook notification. James, thanks for following me on Facebook. Yeah, facebook.com/bourbonbites is also a great place to find me. So, Floridian, shoot me a message. But everyone else, thank y'all so much for watching. Like I said, if you want to join us for the after party, it's patreon.com/bourbonbites. $10 tier and up gets access to the after party, which is on our Discord at bourbonbites.com. It's a mouthful, I promise, but it's very easy. It's all in the description below. Until next time, I will see y'all on Saturday, which I am taking part in the Repeal Day Expo that Fred Minnick is hosting. So my stream will be right after that. So I'm thinking around same time as this tonight's stream. So keep an eye out for that. It's gonna be a more casual stream because I'm gonna be drinking all day and I'm probably gonna just be completely wasted. So y'all will have fun with that one. But until next time, this has been Bourbon Bites, whiskey reviews with a gaming twist. I'm Clifton, and I'll see y'all very, very soon. Have a great night. Cheers and game on.